Thank you everyone for joining today. For today's training, we'll be covering how you're able to create and utilize video tactics to make them available to your partners. Okay. And when it comes to video tactics, there are two main types of video you're able to set up. One would be a downloadable video where your partners are able to download the MP4 file for their use. And the other type would be making the embed code available to them. So setting up a video to be hosted elsewhere, and then just simply providing your partners with an easy to access embed code for that video. In addition to those two topics, we'll also be able to cover how you're able to add additional embeddable video players to make those available to your partners beyond just the basic standard few options that we have by default. Okay, so when it comes to creating a video tactic, of course we're going to be in the Program Manager, and from here we'll go into the Tactics tab. From Tactics, on the second bar, we'll want to go to the Videos option. And from here, we can create our new video tactic. Okay. So we'll select New Video. Here we can create the name and description of our video. So, of course, the name and description being the name and description that would be utilized in the library or in the campaign view for the tactics. So just like other tactics, same thing with the video. Okay. And then, of course, we can fill out, if we want to use a specific thumbnail image for the video, you can select that here, and then add any attributes just like you would for a standard tactic. Okay. Once we have created the initial video tactic settings, next we'll need to select the video player. Now this is where you're able to decide whether this video is going to be an embeddable video or a downloadable video. To start with, we'll start with a downloadable video. So for that, you'll want to use this last option, the Structured Web Video Upload option. So you'll simply select that player, and then here we will upload the file from our computer. Again, the video file does need to be an MP4 format. So we'd simply select the file, and let's select our file. Okay, and then once we have our file, we'll save. And then the system will process the upload of our video file. Of course, depending on the size of your video file, it may take a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. Of course, something important to keep in mind when you are uploading a video file, it may take a few minutes to process, but of course you have the cycling that you're able to see on the tab to let you know that that is processing. Okay. And then that is really it for the video tactic. At that point, once that has been completed, we can simply go to the Settings tab and then make that video available to our partners. Okay. The other option is to make the video embeddable for your partners. So providing them with that easy to use embed code that they can then add the video onto their website, for example. Okay. So again, we'll start out very similarly with the new video. Okay. So we have our name and description. And again, we'll be able to set our attributes. Okay. And then now from the video player dropdown, instead of the video upload option, we can select one of the other video options. So you can see for all vendors will have the default YouTube and Vimeo options. So if you upload your video to one of those players, you'll be able to select it, or you may have some additional options for additional embeddable players that we'll cover in just a minute. But let's say I want to upload a YouTube video, so I'll select YouTube. And now we need to select the video ID for our YouTube video. Okay. So here I have already pulled up a YouTube video. So we'll simply grab the code that we have here in the URL. And that's what we can add into this video ID field. So copy that in, click preview, and we can see the preview displays in the area down below to confirm that the video will work correctly. You can even play the video if we'd like. Okay. And at that point, we can then simply click save and confirm our video. And then at this point, the video tactic has been completed. So just like before with the uploaded file, we can simply go to the Settings tab and make it available from the library to share it with our partners. Now lastly, I'd like to point out how we can set up additional video players. So again, if we go back to our video content, we have multiple video player options that are available. Now this can be something like adding an additional completely separate video players service. So if you don't use YouTube or Vimeo at all, you have a separate service, you'd be able to upload that. Or you can even do something like this YouTube option, where you can have multiple settings for the YouTube or other player options. So for example, if you have a different set of dimensions, or maybe you want to add closed captioning, but only for some of the videos, that is something you can add with your embed code. So for example, if we switch to the 1280 by 720 preview, you can see now we have the updated version, this time with the larger area for the video. To set up these additional embed codes, the first thing is that we'll want to get the initial embed code that we'll be using from our video hosting platform. So for the case of YouTube, just as an example, you can find that under the Share option, and then Embed. Okay. So here on the code, we can see the embed code here at the top right of this window, and you can see all of the different embed options that you can turn on and off, so how you can customize your embed code. But first, we'll want to copy this embed code, and we'll save that for a little bit later. Returning back to the platform, to create the new embed video player, we'll simply go to the Tactics tab. And then from here, we'll go to Settings, and then Video Players. So from here, you can see the current list of video players that we have available. So we can simply go to a new video player and name it. So we have our video player. And then in this embed code area, we'll paste in our embed code that we received from YouTube. The last thing to do with our embed code is we need to make sure that this embed code is customizable. So of course, each different video is going to have its own unique code, but we don't want to use the exact same code for every single video. Because again, here we can see this is linking to just one specific YouTube video. So what we're able to do to make it able to support multiple videos is we'll want to use this merge field here, the video ID merge field, and replace that with whatever in our code is going to be customizable. So whatever part of the code lets the code know that is the part of the code that changes for each video. So for YouTube, for example, it is this part at the end of the URL. So this is the only part that changes whenever you're linking to a different YouTube video. Now, the specific embed code that you have may be different for each different video player that you may be utilizing. I'm obviously using YouTube here, but other video players will look a little bit different. But the important thing is that you're replacing this video ID merge field with whatever part of that code is going to change for each of those videos. And then that's really it. So once we've made the update to our code, we'll simply be able to save the code. So there is the YouTube new option. And if we return back to our video, we'll now see the YouTube new available from the player list. Okay, so that is our training for today on how you're able to create new video tactics, whether that be a file download or even an embeddable video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us either by email, by phone, or reaching out to us through the live support through the Need Help tool at the bottom right. Or, of course, you can visit our support site at support.structuredweb.com. Thank you. Have a great day.